It's right here, a Dwemer ruin unsoiled by bandits and thieves. Yet I cannot get inside. Miraculous! To think that the Dwemer of Old Volenfell settled as far as Stros Mackay. My brother and I have scoured the ruins' exterior for some time now, but we have never been able to get inside. Several reasons. One is that Headman Bosek commissioned me to explore the ruins. A fascinating aspect of Dwemer ruins are the ancient mechanisms to be found inside. Bosek thinks to use them in Port Hundig. I need to get inside to investigate. An excellent suggestion. I believe this automaton can unseal the door, if it can be controlled. I have its control rod, but 2 focusing crystals seem to be missing. They are nearby, but the local creatures dissuade me from claiming them. With the focusing crystals in hand, I can complete this control rod and safely reactivate the automaton. While you recover the crystals, I'll make the proper adjustments to the construct. Some call them dwarves, a race of brilliant artisans and metalworkers who possessed great ingenuity. They built vast underground cities filled with remarkable inventions. Now such works are all that remain of the Dwemer. None can say for sure. Some believe they achieved divinity. Others claim they were consumed by some folly of their own. Perhaps both are true. But long ago they vanished, the entire race, leaving little but their marvelous treasures behind. Dim the gleam of avarice I see in your eyes. The treasure I seek is knowledge, worthless to any but a scholar. Those who help me acquire this can expect to be well rewarded, however. I've reassembled the spider, but I must be able to control it. That reminds me, did you find the crystals? Splendid. Now, I just insert them into the rod like so. By the way, I hope you can destroy this mechanism if it attacks us. Let's see here. It works! I knew it would, of course. Into the tunnel you go. Now to get that door open. At long last, the Zark. Come, we'll talk of our next move inside. As you see, Headman Bosek's trust in my skills was not misplaced, nor was my faith in your prowess. Will you assist me on another task? Despite the age of these ruins, I suspect the usual defenses are in place. As I am averse to danger, would you explore the ruins to locate any Dwemer generators inside? Oh, I suppose I'm the only one who calls them that. Independently apportioning dynamo core is a mouthful, but the Dwemer built them to last for generations. I say generators to honor their enduring nature. This control rod will keep our new friend loyal to you. I suspect the generators have been damaged over the years. You'll need to escort the spider to each and bid it to repair them. Excellent work. Berserk breathes again. Now, for a personal project. How would you like to earn a little more coin? As you see, we are not the first to enter Berserk. In truth, I accepted Bosek's request to explore these ruins only because they contain something I want. Something I believe others died trying to obtain. Knowledge is the greatest treasure. The Dwemer guarded their secrets as a king protects his gold. In Berserk, the Dwemer hid a set of schematics, mechanical drawings that I greatly desire to possess. An easy task. Those earlier explorers likely retrieved them, only to find themselves sealed inside Berserk through some treachery. Their misfortune is our gain. We must find where they perished. There may be more constructs waiting on the other side of this door. You go first. So, the schematics were here. I doubt they escaped. These writings could prove crucial to understanding the schematics. My brother should be able to decipher these. Interesting. Continue looking for the schematics. I'll meet up with you shortly. There you are. I was just coming to, help you. I hope you found what we were looking for. The schematics are mine at last! Splendid! This places me in your debt. I have an idea how I can repay you. There is a captain in town planning a profitable heist. If you drop my name, she may let us join her. Captain Colleen. Word reaches my ears from many on Stros Mackay, and some insist she plans a profitable heist. Look for her in the Screaming Mermaid. Tell her that you and I will assist her in this endeavor in exchange for passage on her ship. I must get the schematics to my workshop. Join me if you wish to return to town. Come, Clanker.
How can I help?
And what might you want? You're not with Bosek, are you? No, you don't look dumb enough. So tell me this, If I was planning something, why would I need you? He's an odd one, but I might have use for his particular skills. He could be just the thing for a heist I have planned. Get me Naramo, and I'll cut you both in on our take. Deal? You're in. I've got some preparations to make. I'm looking forward to getting back to the open seas. Not here. Too many of Bosek's ears around. I sent Lambor to scout out a nice, quiet spot to gather our crew. Look for her at our hideout by the docks. I'll slip out and meet you there. If any of the Bloody Fists ask what you're up to, just tell them you're out for a stroll. Don't mess with the Fists. Bloody Bosek, or Headman Bosek as he calls himself now. He took over the palace years ago, killed the old ruler and took his place. Captain Helene, but she's worse than Bosek. Her sea drakes run Saint's Port south of here, biggest band of murderers on the sea. Bosek and Helene tolerate each other. Neither's ready for a war, yet. Deserted, the traitors. See, there's a fortune to be made from Breton galleons. Thing is, King Farharajad called for an end to it now that we're all part of the Daggerfall Covenant. Of course, as a loyal Redguard, I obeyed. Ruler of the Redguard people, now king among equals in the Daggerfall Covenant. King Farharajad would have us raid the ships of our enemies, not our allies. There is wisdom in that. If by disagreed you mean tried to kill us, then yes. Bunch of bloody mutineers. Lambor, myself, and a few others ran them off the ship, but word spread. No one here wants to sail with a captain who won't raid Bretons. Bloody Bosek, or Headman Bosek as he calls himself now. He took over the palace years ago, killed the old ruler and took his place. Captain Helene, but she's worse than Bosek. Her sea drakes run Saint's Port south of here, biggest band of murderers on the sea. Bosek and Helene tolerate each other. Neither's ready for a war, yet. Deserted, the traitors. See, there's a fortune to be made from Breton galleons. Thing is, King Farharajad called for an end to it now that we're all part of the Daggerfall Covenant. Of course, as a loyal Redguard, I obeyed. If by disagreed you mean tried to kill us, then yes. Bunch of bloody mutineers. Lambor, myself, and a few others ran them off the ship, but word spread. No one here wants to sail with a captain who won't raid Bretons.
I'm so hungry.
I must finish this. The captain's inside.
All true, Malurl. Yet at least we would earn coin.
You go if you want. I'm staying here and waiting for a ship.
Thanks to you, we've actually got a chance to pull this off. After we hit Bosek's palace, we're done here. Are you sure you're ready to leave? If we're going to do it right, we'll need Jakarn, Naramo, and crafty Larissa. She's an old friend, captain of the Maiden's Breath. She's also a master of disguise. We can use that. The Sea Drakes use their lighthouse tricks to run her ship aground near Saintsport. Rescue her, and she might join us. You won't spot her. She stays well hidden. Your best bet is to look for her monkey, Howler. They're never far apart. Find that monkey, and you'll find Larissa. Deserted, the traitors. See, there's a fortune to be made from Breton galleons. Thing is, King Farharajad called for an end to it now that we're all part of the Daggerfall Covenant. Of course, as a loyal Redguard, I obeyed.
All true, Malurl. Yet at least we would earn coin.
You go if you want. I'm staying here and waiting for a ship.
Peace, Malurl. No call for such talk. I remain and will pray for patience.
Thanks to you, we've actually got a chance to pull this off. He's a thief, but he's the best there is. He'd be a big help in the heist I have planned. Problem is, he robbed Bosek. Nobody robs Bosek. He's been tossed into the grave under Bosek's palace. There's an entrance off the river under the palace. Watch out for traps and the other prisoners. They're all murderers down there, the worst scum on the island. That's the grave. You can leave anytime you want, if you can get out alive.
Sitting here, Malurl. We should head to Saintsport.
There's scum over there. They just lure ships onto the rocks and strip the wrecks.
All true, Malurl. Yet at least we would earn coin.
You go if you want. I'm staying here and waiting for a ship.
Jakarn is innocent. Headman Bosek threw my sweet Jakan into the grave. No, no. The grave is the prison in that cave ahead. Jakan described it as a ghastly place. Traps block the exit, and most criminals roam freely inside. Bosek accused him of stealing a gem, and this orc monster threw him in. Gods know, he's rich. He's a prince from Glenumbra. He promised to whisk me away from my family and make me his princess. But now he's going to die in the grave, while I'm forced to return home. Jakan said the gate in the cave is never locked, because no one ever makes it past the traps. It's beneath the palace, and anyone thrown in dies there. Jakan said the guards are brutal, and the other prisoners are worse. Traps, guards, and other prisoners prevent that. Jakan said there are rows and rows of traps, and everyone down there, except for Jakan, is a vicious murderer. No one's ever gotten out. My poor Jakan. Yes, from Westry. How I longed to travel there with him. He described it as bright, beautiful, and full of life. Disgusting. Uncultured. Devious. His guards are criminals, and his laws benefit only himself. I pray to Ariel that the sea rises up and swallows this pit, but only after Jakan and I are long gone.
What is it?
Hey, you're not a guard. Get me out of here, please. Irian? Altmer girl? Yeah, I promised her a way off this rock. But that won't ever happen if I die in here. Is that really important right now? Bosek stole it from someone else. Can't steal from a thief. If you get me out of this, I'll owe you big. Get me out of here and I'll owe you. I owe you for this. Thanks. Now, let's get out of here. first.
Must you bother me?
Can't go that way. Irians out there. Oh, and guards. I saw many guards. Look, let's slip out a side exit. That way we can both keep our heads. Thanks for breaking me out back there. Listen, while you're in a heroic mood, want to help me get something I left with the goblins? I figure if you want something kept safe, give it to the goblins. They'll watch it for free, they're too stupid to trade it, and they'll kill anyone who tries to take it. Here's the thing, you went through a lot of trouble to free me, right? There's no way you'll let me get eaten by goblins, so you, my good friend, will follow me to their mine, yeah? This way. I'll meet you at the door. They store everything on the upper level. Try and keep up. Hope you're not keeping score. This is the part where I trust you. I'll kill the goblins in the scaffolding in the next room. You grab the gem. It's in a chest on the floor. There's a passage on the far side. Take that and meet me outside. If something goes wrong, regroup at the inn in town.
Over here. I have a question for you. What were you doing in the mine? And did you see a scummy Breton up there? Yakarn. He's a liar and a thief. He stole a gem from headman Bosek. Now, if the gem came back, Bosek might let him live. Can you help me, or not? I knew you were a smart one. Smarter than Yakarn. You just saved his life. If you see him again, tell him to leave this island and never come back.
I've got to take a leak. They better hurry up.
I have little time for this.
Bastard! If you're looking for that bastard Jakan, he's at the tavern with a Red Guard girl. I overheard him telling a Red Guard girl he'd whisk her off to Sentinel, that he was a ship captain. She swooned like a fool, like I did. I'd tell the headman where he's hiding if I didn't hate the headman more. I need off this island!
Glad to see you made it out. Well, that's a shame. Still, getting McGlurkle off my trail is a good trade. She's relentless. I'll be honest, I'm just a little hurt. But since you saved my life, we'll call it even. Yes, I do. I know someone on the island who can make us both rich. If you're up for another job, I think it's time you met her. You enjoyed every minute of our little adventure. I can tell by the sparkle in your eyes.
I need help. Help! Help me. They're after me. The sea drakes. When it gets foggy, like last night, they play tricks with the lighthouse, lure ships aground. The Maiden's Breath, my ship, they lured us in and wrecked us. Drowned or captured. Captain Larissa's looking for them. You heard of crafty Larissa, right? Anyway, I'm through. No more sailing for me. You want to find the captain, just look for her monkey, Howler.
Oh, you aren't at all what I was expecting. Let's talk. What brings you to this trash pit? Sneak up on you? It's what I do. Now answer my question. What are you doing here? Oh, charming. The maiden's wrecked on the sandy shore. As for crafty Larissa, you found her. Just in time, too. Captain Helene's sea drakes have my crew. I won't leave without them. Help me rescue them, and I'll owe you a favor. We're going to disguise my crew as sea drakes. Take these clothes. Look for a portly Breton, a sour Redguard, and a big orc. The drakes are keeping them in the large buildings. Once they're out, meet me by Helene's ship. Look for hampers with clothes, or kill a sea drake and take theirs. Put on their clothes and you'll look just lovely. Oh, do watch out for the sea drakes with torches. They're not drunk. If you get too close, they'll spot you and alert the others. Remember, you can take clothes from hampers or off-dead sea drakes. Oh, and try not to get killed.
Don't know who you are, but you better run if you don't want the Sea Drakes to gut you. Ha! Another of Helene's tricks. Let me go, then chase me down and beat me within an inch of my life. I'll chance it and make a run for Port Hunding. See how far I get. Word of advice. Don't let them capture you. If you can't get away, die fighting.
Another torturer from Helene, even uglier than the last one. I knew she wouldn't leave me to rot. Quick, untie me! The Sea Drake spent the past few hours breaking my fingers. I can't wield a sword, but I can still strangle a few on my way out. These Sea Drakes give pirates a bad name. Kill every last one of them you see.
Get yourself a drink. And one for me.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Thank the eight! I thought I'd die in here! Helene came by not long ago. Told me to look forward to a public flaying. Then she beat me bloody, laughing the whole time. She's one cold witch! Stay away from Helene. She's a monster!
You're a welcome sight. I've rescued everyone but Crenard, Hairden, and Mikog. Any luck? Almost done then. Everyone's out except my first mate, Deragor. They've got him in the belly of Helene's ship. You'll find the keys below deck. Look for Deragor down and back. I'll be visiting Helene in her cabin to thank her for the hospitality she's extended my crew. Come on up after you release Deragor. You should really say hello. Her cabin girl had a key. Poor little Bosmer lass. Barely any meat on her bones. I think Helene was starving her. She's on her way to Port Hunding now, and I'm one key richer. Good trick, that. Did I really disguise myself as a fern? Or did you see a fern because you weren't looking close enough?
Who in oblivion are you? Yeah? Ha! I knew she got away! Helene said she was being keel-hauled and beaten, but I knew better. They don't call my captain crafty for nothing. Get me out of these ropes, and let's get out of here. Captain Larissa never leaves anyone behind. Make sure she's safe.
What have you... Did you poison me?
My Captain. Are you feeling okay?
I'll gut you like a stuck pig. Cut your eyes out. Roast you.
Like you did my crew? No. That won't happen again. Oh, she fell down. My, that felt good. Me? Did I do that? Her starving little cabin girl may have poisoned her drink. Who can say? Did Daragor get out? I'll just be going then. I told my crew to gather on the beach. Going to make sure they all made it out. Meet me there and we'll square up. Oh, it's yarn root. A very nasty local poison. It won't kill her. Not right away. It starts by dissolving the stomach lining, then goes from there. I'd love to stay and watch, but no time. You can stay if you like. It's actually her poison, kept for slaves who disobey. There's an antidote on the dresser if your heart bleeds enough. I'd feel mildly disappointed, but I leave it up to you. Meet me on the beach once you're done here and we'll settle up. Just watch your boots. She'll start vomiting soon.
Can I help you? How may I?
My crew's safe, and only a little bit tortured. I call that a win. Many a captain who sails these waters will be glad of that news. Now, let's talk favors. I owe you a big one. If the Maiden's Breath wasn't rotting on the beach, I'd happily oblige, considering all you've done for us. But no ship, no ride. I do know someone who might give us a job, though. A job that just might get us both off this rock.
Hold! I was sent for you!
Is it here? No, yeah. Yeah.
Got him when I find him.
The captain's inside.
We've got a crew to rival the legends. Time to make some money. Don't you agree? Now we're ready for the real challenge, the heist. The target's Bosek. That slimy bastard's finally going to get what's coming to him. We're going to steal his sailing logs. His sailing logs are the key to our fortune, friend. They're the records of every ship that's docked here, every stolen cargo they've unloaded, and every illicit payment made to Bosek. Those records are worth a fortune to King Vaharajad. They're written proof that Bosek has violated the King's order to stop raiding Breton shipping. With those papers in hand, the King can threaten to destroy Bosek if he doesn't stop.
You go if you want. I'm staying here and waiting for...
Absolutely. His envoy is on the dock now, waiting. As soon as we turn over the sailing logs, he gives us a fortune in gold. The trick will be getting into Bosek's palace, stealing the logs, and getting out with them. That's your job. First, you need a servant's disguise to get into the palace. The papers are in a lockbox on the top floor. Bosek has the only key. Slip this powder into his drink, then grab the key. The lockbox is always guarded. The guard's not bright, but he'll raise the alarm if anyone tries to open the box. Deal with him quietly. No stabbing. Lambour and I will have the ship ready to sail when you return with the papers.
Oh, yes. Hello. This is fascinating. Did you know the Dwemer had devices to rapidly mince fruit? I can offer help with the guard, perhaps. You wish to deal with him quietly, correct? I removed this device from Clanker. When pressed, it produces quite the incapacitating shock. If you would test it for me, preferably on a living subject, I would be grateful.
They just lure ships onto the rocks and strip the wrecks.
Let me know if there are any lingering effects. Twitching, mainly. I'm quite curious about the twitching.
No call for such talk. I remain and will pray for patience.
It's a wonderful day for a sailing trip, isn't it, friend? Especially if it gets me off this rock before Bosek chops off my head. Bosek keeps the key around his neck, cinched steel. I'll get the key off Bosek. Meet me out back. Get your disguise and meet me out back. Leave Bosek to me.
Quite the motley crew, aren't we? She's right. You need a disguise to get anywhere near Bosek. Fortunately, you have me. Just say the word and I can have servant clothes waiting for you at the palace. My pleasure. Meet me outside the palace. I'll pick out something special for you.
I tire of sitting here, Maloro. We should head to Saintsport.
Why?
This waiting rots my limbs and wearies my mind.
There's scum over there. They just lure ships onto the rocks and strip the wrecks.
All true, Maloro. Yet at least we would earn coin.
Well, look who's come to pay a visit. Oh yes, try these on. I'm sure they'll fit you just right. In the meantime, I'll just continue my sweep of the palace.
Onsi's bones, what is it now? Shouted at you too, did he? He just went out back to carouse with the latest slatterns from the mainland. Best hurry up and refill his drink. You don't want him running out of drink.
Ah, my lowly servant. You're just in time. My dear friend, Headman Bosek, is sleeping off the attentions of these two lovely ladies. They are quite a handful, and an eyeful, too. Why don't you take the good Headman's key inside for safekeeping?
My friend, welcome back. Do you have some good news? Here you are, Tharwab. The shipping logs that show Bosek's defiance of the King's decrees. Come on, it's time to go. On your feet, man your stations. Prepare to sail.
Finally, home to Betnik. I've missed my clan.
Before we leave for Betnik, talk to the crew. Get familiar with them. It'll be a long trip. If there's one thing Master Kassan taught me, it's that knowing your ship and crew keeps you alive. Seems like you'd make a fine captain someday, but you'll have to find your own ship.
Stros Makai's a depressing place. Too many Red Guards waving their damn swords around. At least on the spearhead, no one wants to kill me except Irian. She'll come around. She's crazy about me.
When active, Dwemer spiders have an extraordinary capacity for learning. Now I have to stop Handrillium from teaching Clanker to bring him drinks.
Wonderful. Now I've been ordered to follow Naramo on another fool's errand. At least the drinks are free.
What do you want? Of course. I'll pull my weight, unlike Jakarn. He's not getting near another woman until I'm too old to stop him. And we Altmer live a very long time.
Captain Colleen took her time getting off this damned island. Doesn't surprise me. Orc problems aren't her problems. But we'd be stuck here if not for your help. I won't forget that.
The spearhead's no maiden's breath, but at least she doesn't have a giant hole in her side. I'd be happy if we never saw land again.
To be on the seas once again. This is paradise. Headman Bosek is a cruel master. If Colleen will have me, I will join the Spearhead's crew.
I'm looking forward to seeing Jakarn in action. I hear he's an incredible sailor. Lots of stamina. Following Jakarn, of course. Why else would I be along? I'm looking forward to working alongside him, sweating shirtless in the hot sun. You wouldn't understand.
I can't wait to see Jakarn's battle scars. I'm sure he's got them everywhere.
Blade's Edge. We're setting sail with the famous Jakarn. Alethian and I have a bet on who's gonna bet him first.
Wherever Captain Larissa goes, I go. Even on this tub. Can't wait until we get our own ship again.
The king is pleased with what you've done here, as am I. You will find a generous reward below decks.
The Spearhead's a good ship, but she's no Maiden's Breath. At least she'll get us away from Stros Mackay. Looking forward to getting to know Lambour better. I like an orc with a quick blade and a quicker tongue.
This should be an interesting voyage. Quite a crew Colleen has thrown together. Vimy Lacroix. I'm a collector of sorts. One who travels to places others dare not go. I hoped to join Naramo's expedition to Bizarre. When I heard he had completed it and was sailing on, I just had to come along. You're inquisitive. What I do well. You'll be glad to have me on this voyage if we encounter slavers. And I make a wicked sliced ale.
Again, sailors flock to the Spearhead. For this, Kazan is thankful. Master Kazan is but a humble sailor, though others will tell you stories. Some whisper the name Kazan Fiveclaw, terror of the seas. Yet these are stories for children. We have better things to do with our time, yes? Some call her the Dune Ripper's daughter, others the Forebear Witch. We, her loyal crew, call her Captain Kalin. She is a master sailor, though Kazan now wonders where her allegiance lies. There is a Forebear king in Sentinel now, Faharajat. He has allied himself with the Bretons and Orcs in this Daggerfall covenant. Kazan fears his apprentice thinks much of Faharajat. Too much. A true sea rover has no such loyalties. Kazan taught Kalin much. Though she is her own woman, strong and proud, Kazan is grateful to help her find her way. She is a worthy successor. All that was once Kazan's is now hers. Master Kazan is but a humble sailor, though others will tell you stories. Some whisper the name Kazan Fiveclaw, terror of the seas.
Oh, don't sneak up on me. I was quartermaster. I made sure we had the supplies and equipment to do whatever Larissa wanted. For now. But Captain Larissa's hoping to get her own ship again. We'll see how things go in Betnik.
Can't hold a sword yet, but I can hold a book. Perhaps I should find a book that will teach me to fight with my left hand.
They tell me you brought the Nords, Argonians, and Dunmer together to defeat Balreth. The crew of the Spearhead grows again. I did not think to see it so soon. The sun shines on us. You're on the Spearhead, Captain Kalean's ship. I am one of Captain Kalean's few remaining loyal crew members. The rest, well, the less said of those bloody-minded mutineers, the better. You're on the Spearhead, Captain Kalean's ship.
Really, how did they eat this stuff? I'm going to teach Fenlil a thing or two about cooking. One of the finest, my good friend. I used to own my very own tap cafe in Wayrest, before that thug Ugers closed me down. I hope to open another one, once I collect enough coin. Maybe in Daggerfall. This work isn't going to do itself.
I knew Captain Kalean would get another crew together. When she wants something, she gets it. Why else would I be cleaning her cabin? I want it to be perfect when she comes back. Spotless. This whole mutiny was just a temporary setback. I'm sure of it. We'll sail again soon. Oh, Kyne, yes! It was terrifying! Captain Kalean told the crew we were to stop raiding Breton galleons, and that's when it started. The crew went nuts. They tried to take over the ship. Kalean did. With help from Lambert and Tumashaw, I mean. And Master Kassan. They were amazing. So fast and strong. When it was over, Kalean ordered the traders off the ship, and good riddance. The Spearhead's the fastest galleon on the seas. Master Kassan gave her to Captain Kalean when he retired. He taught her all she knows about the sea. Once the captain gets a new crew, we'll be off again. She's amazing. She's smart, tough, and a real fighter. She's incredible with a sword, even for a Redguard who grow up using them. I've never met anyone like her. Well, it's kind of embarrassing, but funny. I was living on the Wayrest docks, picking a few pockets here and there to get by. Then Kalean came walking by, with a huge bag of gold swinging from her belt. I did steal it. She didn't even notice it was gone until I was halfway down the street. But boy, did she get after me. She can run. When she caught me, I thought I was dead, but she offered me a job. She was impressed. She said it was a good lift. Taking her purse, I mean. And offered me an apprenticeship. Sailing the seas, drinking and fighting, finding treasure. I love it. Captain Kalean's an incredible mentor. Why else would I be cleaning her cabin? I want it to be perfect when she comes back. Spotless. This whole mutiny was just a temporary setback. I'm sure of it. We'll sail again soon.
Before we leave for Betnik, talk to the crew. Get familiar with them. It'll be Then we leave for Betnik, an orc island that hasn't yet joined the Covenant. I hope to change that. Lembor's happy to go home. She may try to thank you with ale. My advice? Make it to 6 mugs. You'll have a friend for life. When my crew turned traitor, I never thought I'd see Betnik again. Feels good. Head into town and get a drink. This is home, and we'll be here for a while. Here's your cut of the take from the heist. Careful here. These orcs aren't yet part of the Covenant, but I'm working on that. Feel free to check out Stonetooth Fortress. Maybe you'll meet a nice orc. They aren't fools, proud as the Seamount clan are. They can't deny the Covenant's strength in numbers, and they'll make a mountain of coin-selling weapons to our alliance.